Mike Tyson was recently interviewed by Yahoo News, and during the interview, he was asked about the Trayvon Martin situation. And what he said has caused quite a stir because, you know, he had some harsh words for George Zimmerman. He says, quote, "We have to continue tweeting, we have to continue marching, we have to continue fighting for Trayvon Martin. If that's not the case, he was killed in vain, and we're just waiting for it to happen to our children."
Okay, now let me just stop right there, because that part sounds like pretty good. I'm like, okay, people are fighting, they're putting the spotlight on it. I'm like, okay, Mike. And I read the whole interview, and you know, you begin to kind of like the guy because he's so raw honest that you're like, wow, I can't believe he's saying that. It's so self-effacing, you know, and I saw the movie Tyson, the documentary, he does the same there, and the guy's been through hell, etc. And then I saw that statement, I'm like, way to go. Then you read the second half.
Right, he takes a complete 180. He says, "It's a disgrace that man hasn't been dragged out of his house and tied to a car and taken away. Forget about him being arrested. The fact that he hasn't been shot yet is a disgrace."
Oh, Iron Mike, what are you doing? What are you doing? That's unbelievable. You can't say that.
You can't say that, you're right. But I'm giving him a pass because it's Mike Tyson.
No.
Look, don't get me wrong. I don't agree with that at all, okay? You don't fight vigilante justice or vigilantism with vigilante justice, right? That's like not the right way to go. But at the same time, look, Mike Tyson is not exactly the most media-savvy person out there. He says crazy things. He's not coached on these things.
No, so, I know. Listen, and that's what I was getting at. Look, the guy is, and he's a little touched, right? Mm-hmm. In some ways, he's smart. You know, when you watch the documentary, he was sat there in the Catskills and trained his ass off, watched all of the former tapes of all the former champions over and over again to learn from it, right? And he did. It wasn't just brute strength or whatever, right? As to why he became a champion. But in other ways, he has no filter, he has no savviness, and you look at him and you're like, he almost seems like a kid in some ways, right? But having said all that, it doesn't matter. He's a public figure. You can't say that. If you say that, there's got to be consequences. Somebody's got to pull you aside and say, you know, hey, listen, we can't have you out there, because he's about to go on some thing in Vegas,
yeah,
and he's going to go on stage and do a show every day. God knows what he's going to say. Now, in some ways, it makes you go, hey, I want to go to the show, because anything can come out of that guy's mouth. But on the other hand, we can't have people out in public saying that George Zimmerman should be shot. It's unacceptable to the nth degree, you know. So I don't know what the consequences should be, but I do know that it's reprehensible. You can't say it, man, because people, you don't know who's out there. Somebody might make the mistake of listening to it.